watch the latest movie reviews and PR activities, subscribe to my YouTube channel and click the bell icon.
Hi Farah, how are you doing?
Hi.
Farah, welcome to People's Voice Season 5 in collaboration with female entrepreneurs.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Farah, before we get into the real conversation, let me introduce you to our viewers. Okay?
Yeah.
Saida Farah Fatima, founder and managing partner of Guardian International Security. She has worked with various system integrators, distributors, and manufacturers for 13 years before she stepped into the entrepreneur's world. In 2015, the opportunity knocked her door to be a distributor for Honeywell security system for Kuwait market. And since then, she never looked back. Once again, Farah, welcome to People's Voice. It's our pleasure to have you.
Thank you. Thank you, Nasim. Thank you.
Farah, in the beginning, take us through your journey. Talk a bit about yourself as an entrepreneur.
Yeah. Thank you, Nasim. And let's start up with my first journey of 13 years. I was working with the retailers, traders, and companies with companies and integrators. It was like climbing a ladder, with the many experience, with bad and good experience I got appreciation, criticism also, which also helped me to improve myself more. And then, like all of my career, the most fascinating was dealing with the security product. Then, my first, I can say my first inspiration is my dad, who studied in an orphanage, and then completed his education as a economics professor. So he started with a part-time lecturer and got retired as a first grade officer. So the 30 years of experience, I can see he has enlightened many students, and many of they have accomplished the education, being in a government positions, good positions. I grown up listening to his story. I grown up listening to his struggle, hard work, which inspires me till today to do hard work in me, which was like I got like looking at me at him, I have grown my life. So this was like how I was coming from was a small family, from a middle class family till here.
So you were talking about your corporate job, as I understood from your profile, and you mentioned that you had a career earlier in corporate world as an employee. Then what made you switch your career to and be an entrepreneur?
Yeah. I was like in a corporate job. I was interacting with many of integrators, also the end users, also the integrators who trade and deals with this projects and all. What I understand that time is understand is many of them, what they do is they go for opportunity. They don't look for either the end user required and complete solution. They just look to win the order. Just it was cheap, I'll get the order. Okay, you go to this one, will whatever the requirement comes, okay, you switch to that and just get the order. They don't focus on something particular brand with the quality, with the solution, and what end user require. At that time, I just had an idea that let's concentrate on one brand. So I started dealing with one brand, but working in a company or an integrator, it was not possible. That I have to be flexible according to the requirement. like, it doesn't matter it is completing the need, or it's going to help the end user, just because, like, it's having a product quality, it doesn't matter. That time Honeywell was looking for a distributor who's supposed to be so only the not to be a distributor, not to be as an installer. So what I did was, like, so what I did, that time, let go for what they were looking, and accepted it, had a plan on that, like, if I take the opportunity on my hand. Many of them, the distributors, like, they were offering and they were refusing to concentrate on one brand. It's not a good idea. It is a risk also. And today they look up to our business and demanding to Honeywell the same thing, that, okay, why we should have the same distribution that what she's handling today. This is how I started with a plan, that, okay, I started with my own, like, with a complete plan.
That sounds really amazing, and
Yes.
which means the career which you had, the work you were doing, that inspired and that helped you eventually to step into the entrepreneur shoe.
Yes. And like, I was not limiting myself, I'll not do this, not do that, good or bad, I used to take it up and do it accordingly, and that supported me in all kind of, to build a complete plan as a business, as I told you, I had a good and bad experience, but I never thought that that's coming to me as like, something which is, I don't want to do it. I went and took it, everything. That was advantage, that I grew up in level, that I built my own company.
Absolutely. And it's more of your failures, I wouldn't say the bad experience, that teaches us and become a stepping stone in our successful journey.
That's true, Nancy. Yeah.
Farah, you were talking about your entrepreneurship, and it's really, I feel proud to hear such stories coming from people like you, especially if you are a lady. I'm sure you must have done a lot of sacrifices, a lot of adjustment to reach where you are right now. But if I ask you now, as you are an entrepreneur for more than half of the decade, what's the best part of being an entrepreneur?
Being an entrepreneur, I can just tell that I can say that when we are as a female, I can say, as a female, when you can able to handle as a many characters, like, okay, you fit into as a mother, as a daughter, as this thing. You can also able to handle any sort of job, any sort of business. That is what I believe in, as being as a female entrepreneur. If you can, that is what can be done with. This is what I can say.
Rightly said. I believe, personally, I believe that all the female are multitasker, which is one of the, I believe that one of the qualities that is needed by an entrepreneur. To be a multitasker, where you really have to manage your time, get balance, in balance of everything in life, and set your priorities. So yes,
also, when as a female, they will acknowledge you, they appreciate you. The experience will, like, they will be a lot of things you can put. I believe what female is made of is a very strong with multitask capabilities. That is what I can say. So I believe it's easy for, just need to think and they put process in place, put things in place, things will work out. Yeah.
Hopefully, yeah, that's the key. Someone rightly said, fail to plan is to planning to fail. So one really needs to jot down the roadmap of what you want to do.
Yeah. I want to share my entrepreneur journey where, where I started entrepreneur as you know, that 6 years back, as signed up with the Honeywell distributor as a SMB distributor with my co-partner, sponsor, and full plan it to go in the market. I started promoting that product in the market and marketing. And one fine day, my sponsor calls me and says that I have unexplainable situations. Please, you go for another one or change. I don't want to continue. And that point of time, I have no idea what to be done next. It's so hard to just find a new sponsor with so much of investment and so much of so for people, it's looking like she's serious that this is going to happen on that, so initially there was no cash flow. And also I ended up taking loan. And usually I put process in place, sorted out things one after another. Like I work on first sponsor, and then I did not give up. There was and then I took the loan, as I told you, and ended up with a lot of efforts, lot of work, I sorted out this issue. So sorting out things, then again, things are sorted, the orders, the consignment arrived, the first consignment arrived, and again, good to go with to serve and cater in the market and things. All of a sudden, ministry in this region announces that there is a certain specification to install the security product. And then I was like, now full team is looking at me, what to do next. More than 1 million inventory is laying in the store. I have no idea now what to do next on this. That the product which we order cannot meet the specification what ministry has put to install a security products. But that point of time, I would have given up, but I did not leave my confidence, a plan, what was there, which was, since I was concentrating on one brand, there was, a trust built with manufacturer. And Honeywell is a complete integrated solution. They have many products to complete the security platform that many of the competitive brands doesn't have that. Either they don't have some of the part, but they have this one, but they are cheap, but they don't have a product quality. I added more product to our portfolio. Within no time, I recovered this loss, paid back my loan, 50% of it, and till date, we are sustaining in the market as a distributor, which we only deal with one product. As I told you, I was not concentrating on the what you ask for it, like give the solution which you have it and complete, being with the end user requirement. So it is like, I can say $1.5 million of turnover every year. And I feel proud of myself when I see the top integrators and all, they refuse to take this opportunity. And they look forward for so how you succeeded at this time. So it took time for me. There was, I can say, and people started building, okay, why we have to go to work for Guardian, why we have to buy product from there. Cool. So this is how is my journey of, I can say, when I started up as an entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
On that, yes.
Inspiring story, and I'm sure whenever you step into something new, you do have hurdles, you do have a bumpy ride, and the way you have overcome all the challenges it's really remarkable. And as long as you are happy with what you do, all the your hard work is paid off, I would say.
Yeah.
And with that, Farah, we are almost towards the end of this episode. But before you leave, any message, any advice you would like to give to our viewers?
Yeah, I would like to give what is like, work hard, no matter whatever it is. Work hard. The luck, the luck, things will come in place. Don't leave you like I remember my mother telling me, work till 12th and get the good husband and your things will sort it out, your life will sort it out. It is not like that. You have to work continuously. You have to not leave hard working. Yeah, and you have to come out with your comfort zone. At the moment you feel break, at the moment you feel nervous, you feel that, okay, I can't do, but don't give up. Don't give up.
True.
Don't give up, especially for females and who want to grow in their career, who want to do something. It's my message. Don't give up. That's my, that's my message to everyone.
Yeah. Wonderful message. Work hard, be dedicated, be passionate about what you're doing.
Passionately.
Yes. And don't give
But
up.
don't leave, I will work for, limit yourself work and then I will relax. No, you have to work continuously. You should never leave hard working. As I told you, I never left it. It was, as a female, I told you that it's many more insight. I just gave you a brief on that. It took for me, it's not an easy task. Like when I started, it's not easy to put things in place, process, but don't leave the confidence. You will come up with that.
Absolutely. Have consistency in what you do, and success sooner
Yeah, exactly.
or later
Exactly.
knock your door. With that,
That's
thank you so much, Farah, for spending some time for People's Voice.
Thank you so much, Nasima. Same here. Thanks for giving me this opportunity. And thank you so much. Thanks, everyone.
Yeah. Take care. Bye-bye.
Take care.